Now listen, I want you to listen very closely to what I'm about to say here, because this is super important, all right? This is going to be live video, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make each and every video from this point forward about what you need assistance with. How does that sound? Okay? So if it's velocity banking, a lot of you need to know, what is it about velocity banking that I need to realize? If it's about, let's put another V there. If it's about credit, anything to do with credit, it doesn't matter if it's a credit card, if it's getting a mortgage, what's better, pre-qualification or pre-approved. A lot of you know that I'm a realtor, okay, as well as a licensed life and health insurance producer. And so we got a lot of knowledge in the area of credit that we need to get disseminated out there towards you guys, so that you know, and when you know, you have a better opportunity as far as options go out there where you're at. Okay, if you need business acquisition, what does that mean? That means you're thinking about buying a business. That's what that means. So look, you don't know how to do it, right? And that's okay, because that's where everybody starts. So we'll go ahead and assist you with that as well. What else can we help you with? Well, of course, we can help you with the fundamentals. So let's write that down. Financial fundamentals. Anything you can think of, folks. What is it that you can think of that you need help with that has to deal with money, has to deal with moving capital, has to deal with your finances? What is it that you need assistance with? We can assist you with it, okay? The next video is going to be what you need help with. Absolutely. Demetrius, I haven't forgotten you. Absolutely not. Allison, I haven't forgotten you. No way, no way, no way. No how, okay? We just want to make sure that we are taking all this information, right? And we are squeezing it into a compact, concise, informational tool, so that you don't. Let me give you an example. 2 + 2 = 4. That's the goal of our videos, period. To simplify all of this into that formula right there, so that you can no longer say things like, man, you know, CJ, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? You can have the formula, so that now the formula will be telling you what to do. As a matter of fact, that's the strength behind machine learning. That's the strength behind these algorithms. Is that now people aren't even, you know, they're not even investing like they did anymore. They're looking at the data, and they're just going by what the data says and making tons and tons of capital. We want to put you in the same position by, watch this, educating you. Because if I can educate you, what does that mean? That's going to be helping the economy. Because now you know how to handle a credit card. Now you know how to handle the mortgage. Now you know what's better, pre-qualification or pre-approval when you go and get a house. You can have the upper hand, so that now you can fulfill those dreams, because now you know, right? And by the way, pre-approval is much, much better, but there's also much involved. And there's some people that don't know, right? That don't know about that, okay? And so we want to make a video about that, so that you can know and thereby grow from what you know, okay? This isn't all, folks, okay? This isn't all. We're in the middle of migrating our platform from one platform to another. I want to make sure that these videos are crisp and clean for you, okay? And also that the blogs are easily understood, right? And that if you have a question, it doesn't get lost in the sauce. Does that make sense? Okay? And so if you have a question about real estate investing, a lot of you guys know my story. Okay, with me, Joseph Ray. Okay, the Fantastic Three. The triumvirate, if you will. Uh-oh, you got a comment? Let's go ahead and look at the comments. You got a comment? What'd you say? Hey, Sharon, all right. So let's go ahead and look at that. And I'm just going to give you an example of what we're going to do. Let me get an eraser. And I will show you what we're going to do live today. Okay? Thank you so much, Sharon, for being our first contestant. Really appreciate that. We're going to look at the comments here. Our debt to income is a problem. We would like refinance our high interest mortgage. Okay, that's a great idea. We're self-employed and in our 70s. Well, Sharon, that's a great idea. So she's wanting to know, we would like to refinance our high interest mortgage. Refinance. Okay? That's the subject. When you're looking at refinancing, okay, there are a couple of things that you want to keep in mind. Do you want it as simple as possible? Okay, the answer is yes. Okay, so this is what I would suggest. If you have a high interest mortgage, you want to refinance out of that, there's nothing wrong with asking the lenders. Okay, ask the lenders, hey, you know, I got a such and such credit score. What are my chances of getting it down to, or the interest rate down to 3 point, 2 point, 1 point, whatever it is, okay? And a lot of these lenders are going to be ultra informational to you. Oh my word, there's just a lot of lenders that are just A+ out there, okay? I have some lenders that you could utilize. You know, if you want to email me, ask that question, I'll send you some your way. If you're looking at certain rates and you want to get out, you want to refinance out of the high interest mortgage, Sharon, we can definitely help you with that, okay? We've got connections. Being a realtor, we do have connections all over the place, really. So, yeah, CreditWiz and InvestorPro.org. We can definitely send you some lenders your way. As a matter of fact, I'm actually thinking of one right now, Nations Lending. Nations Lending. Let me give you an example of the customer service of Nations Lending. I had a situation in which the buyers, and this was some time ago, the buyers weren't really going to be qualified because of a certain stipulation. So I asked the lender, hey, what can we do for these buyers? And she had let me know, hey, CJ, did you know that we can actually get them in a Fannie Mae loan, but they have to go through these stipulations and everything like that? And I said, man, I had no idea that the buyers could actually do that, all right? And so, folks, hey, refinancing, high interest mortgage, and thank you so much, Sharon, for that. High interest mortgage, high interest rate. We want to transform that into a lower interest rate. That's basically the idea behind the refinance. Okay, saves you hundreds of dollars each and every month. If you want it to go as smoothly as possible, you got to make sure that you're with a lender that knows how to do obviously, right? That knows how to do that, and that can explain it to you simply. It's not going to talk over your head. So Sharon, that's a very good comment, and I feel that that's something that people need to know. Very much so. Very much so. Are there any more? Are there any more questions? Okay. So not only do we do real estate investing, okay, not only do we do the business acquisition, of course we do the velocity banking. Not only that, we do business credit, okay? We can answer your questions through video, okay? Kind of consult you step by step on what you need to go do to go from point A to point B. Have you ever followed a checklist before? I remember I was in the Air Force at one point in time, and boy, loading up them missiles with loading up them jets with missiles, you needed a checklist. Every pilot has a checklist. Okay, they go by that checklist, to make sure that they're checking everything. Now, of course, there are some people that are like, I don't need that. Da, 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 da. All right? Listen, what the checklist is for is it's going to help you, assist you in making sure that you dot every I and that you cross every T and dot every lowercase j as well. Okay? So we want you to do what you're doing, keep on doing it. But at the end of what you're doing, let's do what is called the post-load inspection and go through that checklist. Did I do that? Check. 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 Oh, I didn't do that. I need to go back over there. And then I can check it. All right? That's what we are aiming to do with the education platform. So it's your videos. It's going to be on YouTube. And it's going to be on YouTube for a limited time, right? Because you guys ask a bunch of great questions. Okay, I'm going to be in detail. Okay, I'm going to get in detail for you. And we're going to make sure that all of the questions are answered. If I haven't answered your question on the first video, I'm answering on the next one. I'm answering on the next one and the next one and the next one. We're doing this for you. All right. So listen, if you have questions about anything financial, okay, of course you know what's going on. Like, all right. Absolutely. It's good to, hey Zeus, man, it's good to see you, man. When you come and visit us, huh? Hey, Cal Exit, man. Cal Exit. That's what I'm talking about. Come on over here in Arizona, man. The market is sizzling hot. Whew. Listen, the absorption rate for these houses, man, is at 1.18. Hovering right around 1.18. That means the houses are coming on the market, staying on for about 30 to 48 days, and leaving. You know, it's just beautiful, man. I mean, we got multiple offers everywhere. As far as the housing market is concerned, man, it is beautiful, and I want to absolutely educate you in how to make the calculation of absorption rate, how to know if it's a seller's market, how to know if it's a buyer's market, or how to know if it's a neutral market. And if you need to gain capital in each and every market, we can show you how to do that as well, okay? A lot of you know that I am also a licensed life and health insurance producer, so I can answer questions about that. Of course, getting into the strategics, we'll definitely have to do it one-on-one, but through the videos, you can actually see and make the decision for yourself according to the rules, according to the calculations that we do, and you can make the decision for yourself whether A, insurance company is something that you want to go with, or B, insurance company is something that you want to go with. I think that that's a very wise choice, you know, especially in this day and age. You don't need to take any person's word for it. You want to see how they got that information and then do it yourself. You know what I mean? So let's do this. We got a house, right, that is worth, let's say, $130,000, right? 130K. All right, you already know the example from what we showed you before, all right, how to buy the house, right, utilizing the home equity line of credit, all right? We already know about that. What we want you to do, what we want to also educate you on is how to buy houses, all right? So, and of course, you know, talk to your local realtors. Each market is different, but we're giving you just an outline. That wasn't a gang sign, right? But an outline, okay, of what to do in those situations. Folks, thank you so much for tuning in. Listen, you are going to have to pile those questions in so we can answer them, all right? God bless, and you have a good night.